Yes.
Shooter ready.
My name's Monica Gottfried. I've been working here at Area 419 for just under a year, and I'm responsible for assembling all of the zero reloading presses. The sport can be really intimidating. There's a lot to learn, but I'm proof that in a short period of time, about 6 to 8 weeks, you can go out and be proficient enough to enjoy your first match, have fun, and learn. So I was actually born and raised in Chicago and am the daughter of a retired Chicago police officer and followed in the family footsteps. I worked for the Cook County Sheriff's Office for 7 years, and the last couple of those years were as a canine handler, and I was on the Perrysburg Township Police Department for 15 years. So I have 22 years total in law enforcement. So when I retired from law enforcement, I found a kickboxing franchise that I absolutely fell in love with, and that led me into actually purchasing and owning my own franchise. So after I sold my gym, I took a little time off, and one of the things that I needed was, something to do every day. I'm too young to be completely retired, and the opportunity at Area 419 came up. Make some money, some good benefits, and I just thought the company was really cool, the company's story. As I'm putting these reloading presses together and learning a little bit more about how special our press is and why someone would pay the price tag for our press versus all the other presses out there, I said that I wanted to know more. I want to know why and why our press is so special. So I started learning how to reload, started going out and watching the guys shoot a little bit, and with my background in law enforcement, and I've handled a lot of pistol and AR-15s, I got behind the bolt gun and was instantly in love with it. So I've always been super competitive. I'm driven by competition. I spent quite a few years barrel racing. I'm currently competing in women's powerlifting. I mountain bike. To me, everything is a competition, and the idea of competing was just natural. I couldn't wait to put everything I was learning towards the goal of competition. One of my favorite parts of the day is usually at lunchtime, there are several of us that'll go out to shoot, practice stages, practice basics, and everyone's involved. Everyone from some of our machinists, customer service, our engineers. There's quite a group of us here that have joined in the shooting sport. So at this point, I've shot one match, and what I'm learning is that it's important to get the basics down, the muscle memory, the unconscious competence, to where you can concentrate on the stage itself and not so much where your feet are, your body position, manipulating the bolt, setting your scope. Those things you shouldn't even really have to think about those things, so you can concentrate on what targets you need to shoot and from what position you need to shoot. Where right now I feel like my biggest handicap is that I still have to think about all of those little things that shooters that have been competing for a long time, they couldn't even tell you at what point in time they did those things because they just come so naturally. My advice to someone who would be thinking about getting into this is to find a mentor. I'm lucky I have mentors here. So the ultimate goal originally was to compete at the gap grind. And now that I've been to a match, the goal for me is to get better each time. And the gap grind will definitely not be my last match.
Shooter ready.
Shooter ready.
Stand by.